Hi guys. So we're starting a new unit, and the new unit is about working with two-dimensional shapes, and basically it's geometry and trigonometry. Um, so I apologize. I'm just sneezing a lot today. Basically, what we are starting with today is we're starting with finding how to find perimeter and how to find area of 2D shapes, but also we're learning how to do conversion between metric and between imperial units. Um, uh, what we're going to start with today, we're going to start with looking at conversions. Okay. Mostly when we're talking about length, we have the difference between foot and inches, yard and feet, miles and yards, and we're talking about pound and ounces, tons and pound. This is for mass, and then pinned fluid ounces, quart and pins, and gallons and quarts. So this is the imperial units, and this is the conversion between the imperial units. So something that I want to show you is how to do conversions. You probably have or know how to do conversions. I'm going to show you the way that I have learned when I was in elementary school, and I still remember it that way since then. So that would be one way that you can do conversion. If you know another way, please feel free to use it. Again, this is my conversion. This is the way I do it. So let me just start here. So the first question is, express 40 inches in feet. So what do we know? We know that from this table, inches and feet. So I'm looking at this formula right here. Right? So 1 foot is 12 inches. This is the formula I'm looking at because these are the units that I'm looking at. So we know that 1 foot is 12 inches. All right. Let me write that down. So 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So if I'm looking to convert 40 inches, right? So the way I do it is I write the 40 inches right under the inches because they have the same unit. So I'll write the 40 inches here, and I'm looking at how many feet is that. Okay, so I'm looking at how many feet is that. And here's what I have learned. So setting it up properly is the first thing, right? Putting the units under the units, and then putting they have to be common units. Then what I have to do here is that I have to cross multiply. So multiply the 2 units that I know, okay? And then you divide across. All right, so basically you're cross multiplying and then you're dividing by the third number. So what I have here is I have how many feet? X feet is equal to 40 inches times 1 foot divided by 12 inches. So you see in this case, the inches and the inches are going to cancel and you're going to end up with feet. So that's going to be 40 over 12, which is 3.33 feet, or 3 and a third of a foot. Okay, so this is how I learned. So again, you write the formula that you know. So 1 foot is 12 inches. Then whatever is given to you, you write it under the corresponding unit. So I'm given 40 inches, I write it under the inches. And then the other one is what I'm looking for. Cross multiply the 2 known numbers and then divide by the third number. And you should end up with the right answer. All right, so let's look at this one. So 112 pounds, 2 ounces. So the formula in the table above says that 1 pound, so LB represents pounds, 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. If I know that I have 112 pounds, how many ounces is that? This is what the question is. So I set it up, pounds under pounds, ounces under ounces. Now what I have to do is I have to cross multiply the two numbers that I have. So I'm going to cross multiply the 112 times the 16, and then I'm going to divide by the third unit. So that's going to be 112 pounds times 16 ounces divided by 1 pound, and that equals to how many ounces? So you see here, the pound and the pound, they're going to cancel, and then you're going to have 112 times 16, which is going to be 1,792 ounces. All right. So try some more conversions. The assignment that you have questions with conversions. You might have to do conversions also between different, between metric and imperial. Okay, so let me just take you to the next page. No, that's only, yeah, converting between imperial and metric units. Same idea though, right? So let me just clear this. So if you have, so this is your table, and then you're looking at 400. So every day John runs approximately 4.25 miles. Calculate the equivalent distance in kilometer. Okay, so we're looking at miles and kilometers. So in this case, we're looking at miles and kilometers. So we're looking at this right here. So miles and kilometers. So 1 mile is 1.609 kilometer. So I have 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometer. She runs 4.25 miles. So I'm gonna have to put that 4.25 under the miles. And I'm looking at how many kilometers that is. So what can we do? Same thing, cross multiply the two numbers that we have and divide by the third number. So that's going to be 4.25 miles multiplied by 1.609 kilometer divided by 1 mile, and that's going to be 6.83 or 84 kilometer. Right? So that's converting between metrics or between imperial and metrics. You can always do that. So these are the formulas that you need to know. These are the formulas that you can use. All right. So make sure you pick the correct formula.